A California mom of three, Janet Roberson, says she was fired from her job less than 2 weeks after triggering outrage from local leftists in the San Francisco area for speaking out against a new sexual education curriculum during a school board meeting back on April 20th, 2023. Listen to a portion of her remarks to the Benicia, California school board members.
Teaching kids that there isn't any standard or truth and that you can believe anything you want to believe is not scientifically accurate or medically correct. For example, the notion that a girl can decide to be a boy or a boy can decide to be a girl is not true and should not be taught. The new curriculum teaches that individuals can decide if they're male or female, regardless of anatomy, does not explain that a boy cannot menstruate and a girl cannot impregnate someone. This is not scientific or medically accurate. Our 10-year-olds will now be taught that they can receive puberty blockers to prevent their body from going through changes that make them uncomfortable. All humans are uncomfortable during adolescence. To teach vulnerable children that a lifetime of dependence on medical care is a viable option is completely unacceptable and evil, frankly.
Indeed, Genesis 1:27 declares that God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Shortly after speaking to the Benicia school board members, Roberson was targeted by local liberals, one of whom revealed she was a Compass real estate agent and accused her of being bigoted and of promoting racism and transphobia. Another person wrote a letter to Compass accusing Roberson of being, quote, anti-equity, anti-trans, anti-black, and anti-choice, end quote, suggesting that she ought to be disciplined or fired. Sadly, just 11 days after she made that statement, Compass, a large real estate company based in New York, fired her by phone. Roberson said she tried to argue, pointing out that her work performance had been exceptional, but the executive allegedly told her, quote, this has nothing to do with business, end quote. When she pushed back, asking, quote, if you're saying this has nothing to do with business, what does this have to do with, end quote. She said he replied with words to the effect of, quote, well, the past week has been a lot, end quote. She told the Daily Wire, quote, I would do it again. For me to lose a job is horrible and not okay, but I would be willing to do it again, end quote. On her website, Roberson argues that, quote, presenting sexual degeneracy and promiscuity as normal, natural, and healthy, particularly to children, is a communist goal to undermine and subdue American values. Write a letter of objection to Compass for unjustly firing Janet Roberson. Send it to Robert Refkin, Compass CEO, 90 Fifth Avenue, 3rd floor, New York, New York, 10011.